Hey guys, it's Kugli again with another ROM review, and this time I got the NitrogenOS on Oreo 8.1 for the OnePlus 3, so stay tuned for that. So guys, NitrogenOS has been finally made into an official public ROM. It was available for the public to use as part of a discussion forum. That was the choice of the developer because he didn't want to release the ROM until the telephony issues has been figured out. And well, as you would know, telephony issues are now figured out, and I'm really happy to say that VLT works. Everything works. I have never been more happy with a Oreo ROM. So let's get started now. First of all, in the about phone page, you can see that it is now. Right now, I am using a theme. This is an inbuilt theme. I am not using Substratum. Substratum, while it's available, it's not the full OMS support with the font enabled and all that jazz. It's not working yet, but I'm gonna assume it's going to be done soon enough. So the about phone page, you can see Nitrogen changelog can be accessed from here. Right now I'm using the 24 January version. The notes which I prepared for this ROM was for the 19th version. The reason for that is because my fault, my SD card crapped out. I lost all my footage, so I'm reshooting this video with the latest version of Android because this is my daily driver right now, so that's how it is. So yeah, as you can see, 8.1 January 5 security patches. Kernel is a specialized kernel. It does have a lot of options in there, which I'm going to discuss further. Build number is this one, so that is there. And SLN status is permissive, so that's pretty cool. Apart from that, this is a feature-rich ROM. If you didn't know about that already, I mean, you must be living under a rock. Nitrogen ROM has been one of the forefronts of bringing features into the Oreo space for our device, and I'm really happy about that. It has been working out really well for me. It's just amazing. So let's get started with the features now. First of all, I just want to say that everything works. I haven't had much issues with anything in the meantime. SIM swapping works if you are curious about that, and the developer was pretty adamant that this is the first ROM which has the SIM swapping working, and I do tend to believe that, but I normally don't swap SIM a lot, so that's just how it is. Let's get to the settings and features. So first of all, in the status bar options, you do have status bar items. Enable, disable all the stuff which you don't want, and also change the time option into with the seconds option also, so you can do that. Brightness control by sliding across the status bar. Select a notification, warning colors. Network traffic indicator, it can also be customized, and it does have a threshold slider which you can customize from there also. The quick setting panel, you do have brightness slider, brightness icon, you can enable that, and it's the brightness slider and the footer style stuff. I like that better because it's just something which I prefer. No quick settings when secured, quick pull down, vibrate on touch. Quick setting tiles are available. Smart pull down is also available, which is pretty cool. Quick setting tiles, columns and rows can be customized, but it doesn't have the customization for tiles and rows and columns for the small quick settings, which would have been nice because it does have option for 7 columns in portrait mode, but I don't have option for changing the small quick setting to 7 to match the set. So that's something which I would have liked. Button options, you do have volume rocker options, which is great. You do have keyboard cursor control, you do have volume playback control with the volume keys. Also the volume key for media control, media volume control also is available. You do have a lot of stuff which is available. Almost as normal stuff as you had seen in Nougat ROMs is available for that. Hardware custom controls, you do have accidental touch. Backlight button can be customized. Backlight can be disabled fully if you don't want that. Back button, home button and reset button can be customized. With the DUI style customization, you have a lot of options out there. It does work out really well. One thing which I did notice is that there is no outright swap the recent and back button option available, but you will be able to do what I have done. That is, for the back button, you just select recent from here, and that does work out really well. So that's just available. Navigation bar is also available, and as I've already said, this is a DUI style setting, so you have a lot of options there. In the gesture options, you do have a USB gesture, that is jump to camera by double tapping the power button. That does work out really well. Also double tap to sleep. Status bar, lock screen and pocket detection is available. You can enable that if you are worried that the battery life is going to, that the phone is going to work when in pocket. I personally don't use this because I have seen that this one does take a little bit more battery life out of my ROM. Screen off power button torch is also available, which I've been using a lot. The lock options, you do have weather options, you can customize that, and you do have a lot of options there. You can enable or disable stuff in here. Also, icon pack can be enabled or disabled. There's a lot of stuff which you can customize. Media cover art is available. Off-screen charging info is also pretty cool. I really like that. In the power menu options, you do have options for customizing what all occurs in the power menu, and that is something which I really appreciate. And this is the slide out style power menu which is available. You can customize that. It does work out really well. In the recent app section, you do have clear all button. Immersive recent can also be enabled or disabled, and that's pretty cool. Hidden apps can also be added if you are having issues with system applications, so that's pretty nice. Notification options, you do have heads up option, and you can customize the seconds for timeout, and also snooze timer can be disabled, which I like. Battery and the notification light can also be customized to whatever you need, and that does work out really well. In-call vibration options are also available in this one. In the miscellaneous options, you do have a clock blocker. You can enable the clock blocker if you're planning on completely blocking all the wake clock, but this kernel does have kernel wake clocks available from Borifly and other sources. It does work out really well, and the battery life is pretty good, which I will be getting into later. It also has alarm blocker and app ops if you want to go that extra mile to block certain applications from using certain privileges, so that's also available. MTP instead of standing, wake up on charge, all that is available. Now there is device specific features, so you do have off-screen gestures. You can double tap to wake on this one. It is not available in the display settings, so that's something available. All these gestures does work out. I have been using flashlight, and all these gestures works out really well. It's just something which I really like. Vibrate strength can also be customized, so that's available. Also, slider options can be customized, and you can customize to whatever you need. Ambient display options are also available. You do have pick up, hand move, and pocket mode also with the ambient display, and that also works very nicely. And that is it in the extra settings which you have seen here. So let's get into the display options. The display option also has a few options. It does have night light. It does have color management, which is a great option to change the aesthetics. This is how I have changed the aesthetics of this to this dark and blue or pixel color scheme, which I really like. I will be getting into that in the aesthetics department later. That's something there. Font and display sets can also be customized from here in typical Nougat and Oreo fashion. Ambient display can also be enabled here, and also always on is available, but I would just suggest not using that, because I mean, why do you want that? So that's something there. Apart from that, everything is basically same. You do have scramble layout and quick quick unlock here, which does work out really well. I've been using this for quite some time, and it's working really well. And that is it in the extra features of this ROM. And yes, that was a mouthful. That was a time-consuming section, because there is a lot of features, and I really do like this features set. I'm a features guy. I like a lot of features, even though I may not use them. It's good to have the peace of mind that I have that if I want to use that. So that's just something there. I really like that. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10, because in my mind, Nougat still has a little bit more features like AEX ROM, which is amazing. I really like that. But this one just takes it to that little further. I am interested in checking out a lot of other ROMs available, which does have a lot of options which is also available. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10. Now the battery life. The battery life has been pretty good for me. The active drain has been about 13 to 14%, and the idle drain, I mean, was about 1.3% for me. Now I have been using this for quite some time now. It's not just 2 days like I normally do. As I've already said, I tried this ROM with the 19 release, and I shot a video, got all the specs, but that video was lost. I'm doing this again, and in the meantime I had to travel a lot. It's been working out really well. 13 to 14% was not hard to achieve, and idle drain of 1.3, 1.2% is pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for battery. Now the performance of the ROM. Sadly, I don't have the metrics right now, but the average score which I got was about 138,927, which is a great score. I don't have any issues with that score anyways, so it does work out really well. Again, I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10 for performance. Now the stability of the ROM. I have no qualms about stability on this ROM, because it has been rock solid. Apart from one time when I restarted the phone and it was stuck in boot loop, not even boot loop, it just wasn't booting at the boot screen. I just had to long press the power button and reboot, and after that I have rebooted it countless times. It hasn't had any issues at that time, but that did happen once, so that's just there. But I'm still going to give it a 7 out of 10, because this has been the most cohesive experience I got with the Oreo apart from Octane, so it's pretty amazing. Now the aesthetics, as I've already said, it does have this color management stuff which is really amazing. You can go for light, you can go for dark, and also you can go for black. Also, it can be augmented with these color options. You have pink for people who are more colorful than I am. Also the purple, all of that is available. You have a lot of options here, and I have seen someone who likes the green option, so you do have that green option also available with the dark. It works out amazingly well. I'm just glad something like this actually is available in the absence of Substratum, so I'm really glad about that. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10 for aesthetics. Now the camera, I forgot about the camera options. The camera is pretty basic. It comes with the Google camera, which is nothing special. It's just there. It can take photographs, works out really well. You can install the Gcam mod, which I have done, and it does work out really well. I've been using with the portrait mode, just works. I like that, but camera is mediocre. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Now comes the overall experience, and in the overall experience I have been very happy with this ROM. I don't have a lot of issues with this ROM. It just works out really well. I'm really happy with how this ROM has turned out to be. Although it's not the most feature-rich ROM out there, in my opinion at least, because I haven't had a chance to test out the other ROMs. Like Z Unleashed is already out, but I do know there is a ton of bugs on that, so that's something there. So yeah, these are stuff which I do want to mention, but as of right now, this is my daily driver, and it's not a easy task choosing a daily driver right now because there is a lot of good options out there. So yeah, that's just something which I did want to let you guys know. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 for overall experience because I've been having a blast with it. It's been amazing. So yeah, let me show you guys the boot animation, which is pretty cool, but it might be familiar for those who are already with Nitrogen. So here is the boot animation for NitrogenOS. It's quick, it's flashy, it's minimal. I like it. It's just how it is. It's been working out really well. It will turn on to an N, and the box will show up. So yeah, that has been working out really well. So as this boots up, my camera is overheating already, so I'm gonna wrap it up. The overall score is gonna be about 7.046632124, and I'm gonna give it a score of 7 out of 10 because, you know, that's how it is. And this is the highest score which I've given to an Oreo ROM because I do really think this is an exceptionally good ROM. Has been working out really well for me. So yeah, I guess that much is it about the ROMs, and hope you guys liked the video. Please subscribe and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.